Hey, what's going on? I'd like to welcome you all to Water Your Soil. So this video is going to be about decreases in your credit score and why you can expect decreases in your credit score. A lot of people think just because they're on the journey of trying to increase their credit score that their score is not supposed to decrease or freeze. And I'm here to tell you that's false. You can expect decreases while you're on your credit score journey, and I'm going to explain how and why in this video, all right? So let's get into it. So you didn't expect your credit score to decrease, huh? You were just trying to improve upon your credit score, and you see the decrease, and you like, oh wow, my credit score just decreased. Why did my credit score decrease? Well, it's supposed to decrease. You figure, I always tell people on this Water Your Soil channel, I always tell people, your credit journey is a lifelong journey. No one is above it. I don't care what type of guru they claim to be on the internet or how much they tell you they know about credit and how they can help you improve your credit score and all of these things. We are all on a lifelong credit journey. I'm on a journey, you're on a journey, all of us are on that same journey. Whether you want to admit it or not, we are all on a credit journey. And on your credit journey, it's basically impossible for your credit score to consistently go up on the slope and just go up and up and up and never decrease. It doesn't work like that. You want to know why it doesn't work like that? Because throughout time, you're going to want to apply for a loan. If you don't want to apply for loans, you're going to want to do something that's going to cause your credit score to temporarily drop. Now, some people, maybe they don't do that, but for the majority of people, you're going to do something that causes your credit score to drop, whether it's temporarily or in some cases permanently. But your credit score is not going to consistently go up and stay up. That's normally not how it works. Now, of course, as I always state on this channel, there are outliers. So yes, I'm sure there are people whose credit score has gone up and they just maintained it and it never decreased. However, for the most part, for majority of people, you will experience decreases in your credit score throughout your lifetime. That's just how it works. So while you're on your credit journey, expect decreases because there are things you're going to do throughout your credit journey in order to build up your accounts. Remember, what I always tell people on this Water Your Soil channel, your credit score is basically how well you manage your debt. It's debt management. That's basically what it boils down to. What is debt? Debt is your accounts, whether it's your auto loans, your home loans, student loans, credit card accounts, personal loans, whatever type of accounts that you have, how well you manage those accounts, meaning how well you pay what you owe and pay it on time and spend a certain amount and don't spend a certain amount and don't go above a certain amount. That's gonna determine your credit score. So a great deal, just about majority of your credit score is determined by how well you manage your debt. Now, of course, there is a small percentage that's determined by how many accounts that you apply for and things of that nature. But for the most part, it's how well you manage your debt and how long you've been managing the debt that you have. Now, I can go back to when I first started my credit journey 7+ years ago. I remember my first couple of months, my score was down because I applied for 2 secured cards. So after a couple of months, my score began to rise and I was excited because I'm like, yes, my score is rising. I kind of did enough research to know that my score was going to drop after picking up the higher inquiries for the secured cards. However, I was in a pretty good mindset because I was like, hey, I don't have anything to lose, so I'll take those higher inquiries. Just to rewind it back a little bit, prior to me getting the 2 secured credit cards, the first secured credit card that I got was the Discover It secured credit card. The second secured credit card was one with my bank. But to rewind it back even further from that, I had 13 hired inquiries with one credit bureau and 26 with another. And this was all from trying to get a vehicle and a car loan. So I pretty much was in the mindset like, hey, whatever happens from me getting these 2 hired inquiries, these extra 2 hired inquiries from secured credit cards, I'm with it. As long as I get approved for the secured credit cards, which I did. So throughout time, from that moment that I got those 2 secured credit cards, my score would go up, and then sometimes it would dip a little, and it would go up, and sometimes it would dip a little, and it would go up, and then it'd go up and go up and go up, and then sometimes it would dip a little. So I kind of got used to the pattern. However, after a year or so, my score just froze. I got to a 660 and it froze for 9 straight months. And of course, as I always tell people on this channel, having your score freeze for 9 straight months is very discouraging. I'm sure any of you would be discouraged if your score froze for 9 straight months and you were attempting to increase your credit score. Well, the same thing applies to you trying to increase your credit score and your score drops. Let's list some reasons why you should expect drops. Let's say you want to apply for a new credit card. You can expect temporary drops because the age of credit and because the higher inquiry that you're going to pick up depending on who you apply for. Let's say you want to go and get a car loan. You want to go get a new car. Well, you can expect that temporary drop for the same reason as the credit card, the new account open as well as the higher inquiry. But if you manage both of those accounts well for a couple of months, meaning 3 to 6 months, your score normally begins to increase afterwards. So you'll see a bump in your credit score afterwards if you're doing it the right way. Now, the decreases should be expected. You have to expect decreases. Decreases come with credit. It comes with the credit journey. As I always tell people, it's a lifelong journey. So you're gonna experience decreases in your credit score over time, and it's okay. So if you're someone that's out there right now and you're watching this video and your credit score has decreased or your credit score is frozen, meaning stuck in one place, don't get discouraged. It's part of the process. This is supposed to happen. My advice to you would be to learn your credit report. So whatever is on your credit report, learn it. Figure out what's hurting your score and what's helping your score. There's something on your credit report that's causing your score to drop. There's something on your credit report that's causing your score to not improve. Maybe you need to improve on your utilization, lower your utilization. If it's higher than 5%, maybe you want to lower it below 5%. I have videos on this channel regarding utilization. Be sure to check out my video section and you'll find the videos that I have regarding utilization, because that's an important one. Utilization plays a big factor in people's credit scores, and a lot of people don't pay attention to utilization. They just go by the general information that's out there, which tells people to keep their utilization under 30%, or they go by the new information that tells them to keep it under 10%. But the truth is, the lower your utilization, especially on those credit cards, the better. So you want to make sure if your score has dropped or is stuck and not increasing, you want to look at your utilization and make sure that it's in the right spot. And if it's not, you want to see if you can get it lower than what it is. However, you have to expect the decreases and you have to expect the losses that come along with trying to increase your credit score and maintain it. One thing that I will say, you see the jersey that I got on, you see the hat that I got on, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. I don't know if those of you who are watching out there are NFL fans, but just a week ago, my team lost with 13 seconds left for a chance to go to the championship in our conference. And it was heartbreaking. It's a loss. As you can see, I'm a big time Bills fan. At the end of this video, I'm gonna play a call. I called into a local radio station for the Bills, their local radio station. I called in, and that was the first time I ever called into a radio show. So that should let you know how heartbreaking that loss was for me to even feel compelled to call a radio. However, losses come along with this credit thing, and you just got to learn how to take them. And those decreases, hopefully they are temporary, and hopefully you learn enough about your credit report to bounce back and have your score rise. Because as I state, this is a journey, this is a marathon, this is not no temporary thing. It doesn't stop once you get your house, it doesn't stop once you get your car, it doesn't stop once you get your cool new credit card or whatever you're attempting to use your credit for. It doesn't stop, it continues well on after that. This is a lifelong journey, so you have to keep that in mind. So yes, the decreases are gonna happen and they're gonna come, and you should expect them. However, if you know enough about credit, how credit scoring works and the concept of credit, you'll be fine with those decreases because you know eventually your score is gonna rise. I have a video, I'm gonna post it over in this corner, where I talk about my credit score dropping 39 points recently. This was recent. This wasn't like last year. This was a couple of months ago. My credit score dropped 39 points because I paid off a big loan. And I'm handling it well right now because I already know eventually my score is going to go up, and it may go up higher than what it was before. All I have to do is just continue to work what I know and work my credit report the right way. But anyways, you can expect decreases. That's what this video is about. If you are shocked that your credit score has decreased or is frozen in one spot, expect it. This is what happens, but you can get through it because we all get through it eventually. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you for taking out the time to watch this video. Hey, be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I know I say that a lot, but this is a new channel, and every subscription to this channel helps. It helps the channel grow, it helps the algorithm, and it helps the videos. Make sure when you do subscribe, you turn on all notifications, and be sure to hit the like button as well, because that's also important for the algorithm. I appreciate all the comments that's left in the comment section. I also appreciate the feedback that people leave for other people who come by and watch the videos, because that helps as well. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you all for stopping by. Be sure to check out my radio phone call in regards to the bills listed. I'm gonna put it at the end of this video. But anyways, I thank you all for watching, and I'm out.
Hey, I'm just calling. This is my first time ever calling WGR, which means it must be something. But this is by far the worst loss that I've ever experienced from being a Bills fan. Now, hear me out. I'm an 80s baby, so when Why Right happened, I was a kid, so it really didn't bother me that much. I would see highlights and things of that nature, but it really didn't bother me. Music City Miracle, I felt like we got cheated, so I put that in the same category as no goal. But this loss, everything was laid out for the Bills, like everything. Our quarterback, Josh Allen, he was playing lights out. I mean, lights out. I felt every time the Bills had the ball, they were going to score as long as it stayed in Josh Allen's hand, whether he ran or threw the ball. If it stayed in his hands, I felt like we had a chance. But everything was laid out, from a chance to play the AFC Championship at home, which McDermott has been talking about these last 5 years ago, to even the Super Bowl being in L.A. and the potential contenders that we would have played in the Super Bowl had we made it. I just feel like it was laid out for us, and we missed that opportunity. So that's why I feel that way.
Yeah, I agree.